The Teacher's Edition of Literature and Composition, 2nd edition, offers essential tools and tips from master teachers, including suggestions for building context, approaches for close reading, places to check for understanding, and teaching ideas designed to engage students and help them get the most out of each chapter. All of this support can be found in the margins of the book, so you always have it right where you need it. You will find a chapter pathway at the beginning of each of the thematic chapters, chapters 5 through 10. The pathways identify one way to go about teaching the chapter over the course of 5 to 7 weeks. Each pathway begins with suggestions to teach one of 3 works of short fiction in each chapter to prep the students for analyzing longer, more challenging works. The pathway then suggests introducing the chapter's central text, along with several poems in order to explore discussion of a poem while deepening the understanding of a complex, longer text. Finally, the book provides a pathway for teaching the chapter's full-length classic text with some accompanying works. These pathways provide helpful suggestions, but they are not the only way to approach teaching the text. Now, let's explore the marginal teaching tips we mentioned earlier. Building context notes suggest questions or activities designed to introduce students to the context of the text. They suggest ways you can conduct short research on the cultural, historical, or geographical information to make a potentially challenging text manageable for your students. This example provides suggested additional reading for the students to help them better understand the concept of narrative frame. The close reading feature identifies short passages from the text where you and your students can stop and discuss it in terms of its significant word choice, sentence structure, or other elements that highlight the author's craft and its effect on the meaning of the piece. The check for understanding notes are brief check-in questions about plot, character, vocabulary, and so on. Answers to these will be crucial for students in successfully moving through the rest of the text. The Teaching Ideas feature includes specific suggestions for collaborative learning, graphic organizers, classroom strategies, and extension activities intended to engage students with the text. Some suggestions will be short, in-class activities, and some will be more involved. Next, let's explore the teacher's resource materials. This handy flash drive has all your additional resources in one place. It contains essentials such as suggested responses to questions, classroom strategies and how-tos, vocabulary support, key passages for annotation, close reading exercises, and AP-style multiple-choice quizzes. The Teacher's Resource Materials flash drive has suggested student responses to all of the questions for discussion, questions on style and structure, and exploring the text questions at the end of each text. Suggested responses are just that. They are not meant to be an answer key, but rather a guide to help you make sure your students are thinking on the right track. The descriptions of instructional strategies are like fishbowl discussions. They describe how to use the strategy in class well and for a clearly defined purpose. Challenging words from most of the pieces are gathered into worksheets that have students work through both meaning and effect and context. These vocabulary exercises are perfect for pre-reading prep and post-reading quizzing. The Key Passages resource features brief, rich excerpts from some pieces for reading. Each piece is double-spaced with wide margins, making it the ideal format for annotation. In this flash drive feature, close reading exercises from the end of each thematic chapter have been made into assignable worksheets. AP-style multiple-choice quiz handouts are available for several works in the book. They are excellent practice for the AP exam. The resource also features an answer key for each quiz. Lastly, let's discuss the ExamView test bank. With more than 1,200 simulated AP multiple-choice questions, this test bank is the first and largest available for AP Lit. The ExamView test generator lets you quickly create paper, internet, and LAN-based tests. The fully customizable platform lets you enter your own questions, edit existing questions, set time limits, incorporate multimedia, and even scramble answers in question order to prevent plagiarism. Detailed results reports feed automatically into a gradebook.